The rain fell hard that evening, painting the lonely road in silver reflections of neon light. At a small gas station on the edge of town, an elderly woman named Marjorie stepped off a bus, clutching her thin coat tighter against the cold wind. Her shoes were soaked, her hands trembling, and in her pocket was a crumpled $10 bill, all she had left until her next pension check. She'd spent the whole day sorting donated clothes at the church for a few coins and a little bread. But Marjorie never complained, because for her, kindness was wealth enough. If you still believe kindness can change a life, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles, where real stories remind us that humanity still shines. As she passed the gas pumps, she noticed a man in a leather jacket, bloodied, bruised, and struggling to lift his motorcycle. The patch on his back read, "Iron Shadows," a biker club with a rough reputation. Most people would have walked away, but not Marjorie. She saw pain, not danger. Fear didn't stop her. Compassion did the talking. Inside the store, she used her last $10 to buy a sandwich, a bottle of water, and a few bandages. When she came back out, she knelt beside the injured man, cleaned his wound, and said gently, "Even the strongest people need a little help sometimes." That man's name was Colton. He'd been through fights, storms, and loss. But never had anyone, especially a frail old woman, shown him such courage and care. When she walked away into the rain that night, hungry but at peace, he made a silent promise. He would find a way to repay her. That night, in her cold apartment, Marjorie lit a single candle and whispered a prayer, not for herself, but for that stranger on the road. If this moment touches your heart, let us know in the comments and help HOA Chronicles keep spreading stories that prove kindness never goes unseen. The next morning, she woke to a strange sound, a distant rumble. At first, she thought it was thunder, until she opened her curtain. 50 motorcycles were lined up outside her building. Engines idled. Neighbors gathered, staring in disbelief. Marjorie stepped outside, clutching her sweater, as the riders removed their helmets. Among them stood Colton, cleaned up, smiling, holding a bouquet of daisies. He said softly, "You gave me help when the world turned away. Today, we ride back to return that kindness." He explained that they were part of a veterans charity group, stranded after their gas cards were stolen. Her $10 had fed them, helped them recover, and kept them safe. When they shared her story online, it went viral overnight. One rider handed her an envelope, over $20,000 raised by bikers and strangers from across the country. Money to fix her roof, fill her cupboards, and warm her home again. Marjorie stood frozen, tears streaming down her face. But the bikers didn't stop there. They rebuilt the community garden she used to love, planting flowers, painting fences, and turning her small courtyard into a living miracle. Children helped water the plants. Neighbors who never spoke before worked side by side. The sound of engines and laughter filled the air, a symphony of hope. As the sun began to set, Colton handed her a leather vest, soft, hand-stitched, with a small patch that read, "Guardian of the Road." He said, "You'll always ride with us now. Wherever we go, your kindness goes too." She pressed it to her heart, unable to speak, only whispering, "Thank you." The bikers revved their engines and rode off into the horizon, 50 hearts beating in unison, carrying her story across the miles. That evening, Marjorie looked around at the garden now blooming with color, the laughter of children, and the envelope of blessings on her table. She realized that the true miracle wasn't what she received, it was what she gave. A spark of kindness had turned into a wildfire of love. If this story warmed your heart, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles. Together, we can remind the world, kindness always finds its way home.